In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your wheel bearing hub on your Mazda 3. It's located behind your rear wheel. Using a 21mm socket, we're going to remove our lug nuts to remove our wheel. Make sure you have a good hand on the top there, so the wheel doesn't fall off on you. Using a 14mm wrench, we're going to take out this top bolt. After you crack that loose, we're going to crack the bottom one loose too. Take out the bottom bolt. Set that aside. And now we're going to take out this top bolt, and then we're going to hang up our caliper with a caliper hanger. If you find that your rotor is loose, you can put a lug nut on here to hold on the rotor while you get the caliper off. Set your bolt aside, and you can shimmy off that caliper with bracket. I'm going to hang my caliper here using a caliper hanger, and then we can take our rotor off. If you find that your rotor won't come off, you can give it a good, you can just give it a good whack right here. Just don't hit the lug nut studs. Now we're removing our wire connector from the speed sensor in the back. So you're going to push in on this tab here and pull it out like that. Using an E7 inverted socket, we're going to take out this bolt for the speed sensor. Probably just take the speed sensor with you as you take it out. There should be 4 bolts holding your hub on. All should be a Torx bit bolt. Ours, there's only 2 of those, and then somebody had replaced with other types of bolts. So you should have 4, and they should be the size of a T30. We're going to crack loose these bolts and take them out. Set that bolt off to the side. And now we're going to go for the one diagonal from it. We're going to loosen this one up now. We're using a 10mm socket for this because our Torx bolt is missing and got exchanged for a 10mm head. You will be using a T30 Torx bit socket still. Once you get that out, you're going to set us aside, and then we'll get our last one. And we're going to loosen our last one. Take this off, we're gonna just give it a good whack, a couple different directions. make sure you got a good hand on it when it's just about to come out. There you go. We're going to clean the surface. And use a wire brush. Clean the inside. You're going to put your hub in this way. So this is down and these two are also down. Now we're going to start our bolts. We have one bolt started. Keep a hand on the hub so you know it's secure. I replaced my bolts just because we had 4 different ones. You should use whatever bolts you had if they were stock, and if not, you should replace them if they were all different as well. When snugging these up, we're going to go opposite corners. Make sure your hub is flush with your knuckle. And I'm going to go opposite corners. And we'll do the last one up in the corner. We're going to be torquing these to 40 foot-pounds. Perfect. Now we're going to place our sensor in. Get our bolt in there. We're going to torque that bolt to 40 inch-pounds. Perfect. And now we can plug it in. Push until you hear the click. Make sure it's secured. And now we're going to put our brakes back on. I'm going to apply some anti-seize to the hub. Good to get the rotor off in the future. Place your rotor on. I'm going to hold mine on with a lug nut. Now we're going to put our caliper on. I'm going to unhook it from our hanger. And I'm going to guide my pads, the rotor in between the pads. And we're just going to wiggle it down. I'm going to put my bracket in and get my bolt started. All right, you're going to want to start your bolts by hand. Once you get the top one in, you're going to go to the bottom. You may have to move the caliper bracket a little bit in order for things to line up right. Now we're just going to snug them up. We're going to torque these to 60 foot-pounds. I'm going to use my crow's foot and my torque wrench. If you can't get one in there, just do your best and just make sure it's tight. Okay, and then we're going to do the bottom one. Make sure you remove your hanger for your caliper and remove your lug nut. Now you can put your wheel back on and take it for a road test. We're going to install our wheel. I like to walk my wheel on, starting with the bottom lug nut. And then tighten them in a star-like pattern. We're going to torque our wheel to 85 foot-pounds in a star-like pattern.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.